Good afternoon. Dealing with Brian's video on apostasy and the coming Antichrist. Now he's bringing integration in and trying to defend that. Uh, so we'll start here and go back here. The second point, 6 minutes in.
And you'll see these people. I used to be pre-trib. I used to believe we were leaving before any bad stuff, shipping foreign people into other countries and whatever else, and interracial marriages are messing people up and think, anti-miscegenation laws existed just back in the 1960s.
He thinks that's good. He thinks the fact that you've had laws to prevent people from marrying in the United States is a good thing. This is what a lunatic this guy is. Those laws were developed in the South. And it was the South who had the problem because the slave owners were mating with the black women. Slaves, the black slaves. That's where this problem of interracial marriage, having interracial children began. It wasn't a problem until Southerners were abusing black women and having children by them. Stop talking around. They made that word up in order to label that with the abolitionists to scare people to think, well, if we free the slaves, then your white women will be mating with the black men. It was a terror thing. It was, it was a word, to scare people into thinking, oh my goodness, these blacks would come up here and start taking on women. So these guys made this word up, and this guy thinks it's a good thing. An idiot.
The word we're thrown here in America. It was illegal to marry people of a different race, but we're more progressive now. You see,
yeah. If you gotta make a law to prevent people from marrying a race, you got a problem. You got something rocks on your head. You got rocks on your head. So I mean, that's the whole. This guy isn't even married. This guy doesn't even believe in the marriage certificate anyway. So what's he talking about marriage? You tell me people they couldn't shack up together? So how would that stop anything? Having a marriage certificate, they were still getting together.
Come further now, you see. But you go back into the book of Genesis. Just give you a good one on this thing. You say, well, this is just, I just can't believe. Found the language of all the earth, and from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. You say, well, that's Old Testament.
That's creating nations. That's what Acts 17 is talking about. Nations. Sovereignty, nationalism, internationalism. Not issue of race.
Before the giving of the law, number one. So a lot of that still applies to today. But secondly, you can go to Acts chapter 17, verse 26, and it talks about God setting the bounds of their habitation.
That's called nationalism. Yeah. Bryan himself said integration is not going to be a problem. The world will not become integrated because the bounds are set. Now, all of a sudden, it's a big problem again.
The boundaries are still there. 12 of them. Again, purpose for another study. But how can you have a one-world government, a new world order, without integration? If all the nations...
The worlds aren't getting integrated. You said that yourself. The only people come integrated or come in contact with other races are countries like the United States and coastal areas. Most of the world doesn't come into contact with other races.
They're separate. So you fight wars of aggression. You say we're liberating these people as we're bombing the living daylights out of them. We're liberating them and bringing them democracy. You're creating a new world order with integration is one of the goals. And I get people attacking me like crazy.
Integration. Integration isn't one of the goals. It's to break down national sovereignty. That's the goal of the New World Order.
Crazy calling me a racist and everything else.
You are racist.
Because I stand against integration.
You are racist. Because you stand for integration, which is an idiotic view. The idea that men are black and white or any race can't intermarry. Christians can't even marry. So that would have nothing to do with the New World Order. A Christian getting married, two Christians of other races getting married. He's against that people. They're going to be gone. Christians are going to be gone at the rapture. The New World Order is not being brought in by integration. It's brought in by breaking down sovereignty of nations. That's what's being prepared at the Roman Empire. An empire is going to be created. The revived Roman Empire is going to be created. That will be the new world order that will dominate the world. guy doesn't know.
I look at an African and I say, those are beautiful people over there. Stay in their country. Stay with your culture. Keep the way that you dress. Keep your language. And I'm the racist.
Yeah, you are. You are. Because it's not an issue. They're all staying over there. No one's bothering you over there. The issue comes down when you tell Christians they can't intermarry. And that's a sin. And then you lie about Ruth, and you lie about the woman who married, the Egyptian woman who married Moses. You're a liar and a fraud and a racist. There's no sin in intermarriage. No sin if you intermarry. Telling people they sinned if they intermarry. Get out of here.
The integrationist looks at an African over there in their country, in their native country, the Maasai people or whatever else, and they say, that's terrible. Let's bring them into America. Let's blend them in with the culture.
It's breaking down sovereignty. It's not the issue of bringing in other races. It's breaking down U.S. sovereignty and other countries' sovereignty. Breaking down national boundaries. That's the issue. These people come over here for legal immigration. Nothing wrong with that. Doesn't hurt anything. Because they're going to adapt to U.S. culture. That's the idea. They adapt to the United States. That's what they're supposed to do. They're not supposed to bring their culture over and try to impose it on the U.S. They're supposed to become Americans and therefore adapt to American viewpoints.
Sure, here, take off your native dress and everything else and put on these hip American clothes, get you into American culture, eat in America.
Yeah, that's what they come over here for. That's what they should do, become Americans. That's where you immigrate. You want to become part of that culture. But that's how you keep national boundaries.
And food. And that's good. No,
it's good for the individuals if they want to come over here. If they're free to do so legally. Legal immigration. Nothing wrong with that.
That's called destroying their race.
It's not destroying. Who cares? Who would care about their race? No one cares about their race, Brian, except you. See? This guy is unbelievable. No one cares about their race, Brian, except you in Maine hiding out in your little shack, your little small house.
A segregationist is for unique races. I don't hate people.
You hate everybody, Brian. You lying. You're telling people intermarrying are sinning. You lousy liar.
Integration still.
What a demented nut this guy is.
Number 3.
And everybody who follows him is as demented as this guy.
3. Got to keep the love going here.
He makes a stupid smile.
How about the Trinitarians?
Oh boy, I didn't know this was going to be this good. I didn't know this was going to be this good.
You see, in the time of Jacob's trouble.
Let me stop right here. This is going to, I just can't believe. Stop here. Put this up. Deal with each point. So, yeah. So we'll deal with this and put these videos up and then with the Trinitarians. Amen. Thank you.